Hey everybody, good morning. Yes, I found a spectacular spot to do this video. Now, I've been thinking about this video all night. Like, it's been in my dreams. I woke up thinking about it. Um, yeah. So, in order to start any kind of program or any kind of weight loss, you really have to dig deep and find out how you got there. And I know I go into these, I go into that in other videos and all that. So, but I truly think that is so important to go back. Go back. Just this one time. I don't believe in living in the past at all. And I won't. And I never have. But this particular thing I had with myself and losing weight, and I know you guys are on here with the new challenge that we're doing for low carb, and I wanted to cover addiction. Now, I never thought in my wildest dreams that I had an addictive personality of any kind. Like, I'm not, I've never been addicted to drugs or anything like that, but we all have to think about how food plays a part in that. And if you've already clicked off, I understand, absolutely. But like, say, okay, let's just do this as an example, because losing weight has to be in steps. It cannot just go all in. I have found that out just by doing this many times, starting again. I mean, all of that. I have noticed that I cannot go all in all at once. And I feel like just by going over that, I feel like it would help a lot of people by doing it step by step. Because, I mean, people go in and they don't even realize how they got overweight or obese, or unhealthy. They don't know. And I really feel like you should really, go into that. Find out what happened. And I'm thinking, a lot of people are probably like, yeah, if I knew that, I wouldn't be here, right? Well, I thought that too. Yeah, I definitely thought that many times. But what I'm saying is, like, say for instance, let's just do an example here. You're at a party. You're enjoying yourself, and suddenly someone says, "Ooh, look at those cupcakes. Don't those look delicious? Why don't you go get one? I fixed them. Go ahead and try them. Don't hurt my feelings. Go ahead and try that cupcake." And you've never tried a cupcake in your life. And you go over there and you're like, "Oh, they look delicious. That I want that. I've got to have that." So you eat your cupcake. You eat it. And then automatic comfort comes in. It filled something, a void in your life, that cupcake. And you're sitting there going, "Oh my God, if I would have known this a long time ago, that this cupcake could fulfill and help me take pain away, take my struggle away." It's the same concept as a drug. And anyone that says that differently has no idea what it's like to lose weight or struggle losing weight. And after you eat that cupcake, you're sitting there and you're like, after all of that goodness that you think is goodness wears off, shame comes in. And it's food shame. And then all of a sudden you have family members and friends that start to food shame you. "Oh my God, you ate that cupcake? I thought you were trying to lose weight. Why did you eat that cupcake? That's going to ruin your whole plan." So the food shame starts coming in. Not only do you have it with yourself, you have it with other people coming in with the food shame. So that is a lot of what I had going on. It was just a vicious cycle of food shame with myself. I was harder on myself than anyone could ever be. So that you really have to take that and say, you know, is that going on in my life? Really? Am I going in with an addiction or an addictive personality? And it's okay to have that addictive personality. You just have to be able to tame it and say to yourself, you know, I can't let food control me anymore. And, you know, it's mainly carbs, of course, with low carb. We're doing low carb. But it's mainly carbs that I generally have a problem with. Chips, you know, I'm sorry if there's a trigger for someone. Chips, you know, not so much sweets, but just mainly just the act of eating, the act of, you know, the act of the motion of just putting something in my mouth continuously. So the chips are addictive, the salt and all that. So, you know, I do this video only because I feel like a lot of people don't know they have this. And, you know, to take in mind that it's control, you know, it's controllable. Like, if you take notice of it and notice that you have this addictive personality with food, it will no longer control you anymore. And all night, literally all night, because I try to give you guys content that's going to be helpful, but all night, seriously, I was thinking, you know what? If we take carbs away from people, what are we going to replace it with? And I kept thinking back, what did I replace it with? I replaced it with walking every day and making a sound decision about what I was going to take out of that refrigerator every time I went in there. Now, I'm not going to say you're not going to slip, because you will. You always slip. You always fail. But those failures, those failures got me to where I am today, to lose the weight I have and to get beyond the healthy, getting healthy on the inside. Now, I truly believe that you have to get healthy on the inside in order to start losing weight on the outside. And I know us as women, we're all about, most of us are about, do I look good in those pants? Do I look good in that dress? Are my legs this? We're kind of, we're emotional creatures. We kind of worry about what other people are thinking. Men, on the other hand, and I read this last night, men, on the other hand, are all about working out, developing that pain of the workout, and that actually drives them. That's why, men lose weight a lot faster than women. Not, physiology, physical, they lose weight, and they gain muscle, so muscle burns fat. So it kind of goes side and side, but a lot of women have a lot of hormones going on, a lot of things going on that they can't control. And that's another thing. I feel like I'm kind of a controlling person. I have found that out about myself. Yes, I am. I like to be in control of a lot of different things in my life. And food, I felt like I could control. But in a sense, a lot of times it was controlling me, and I didn't even know it. It was like, oh, I was controlling what was going in my mouth, but my food was controlling me, basically. It was kind of a reverse. I don't know. It was messed up. That's all I can say. It was all messed up. So once I got my thoughts straight and, realized that food did, control me. And, with anything, it's scary when you think that something that's controlling you, controlling your life that strong. You got to think about it that way. Is food that powerful? And yes, it is. Because we have to eat. So we have to put that in our mouth. We have to, choose our foods. But I seriously think that, what are we going to replace it with? Because we have to replace it with something. You know how when you get addicted to something, you have to replace it with something. So walking, exercising, You know, getting some kind of hobby that you could replace, you know, not eating, but replace it with healthy eating. So in closing, because I don't want to make this too long, but in closing, you know, when you're making a change in your life and you're changing this part of your life, it takes courage to act. When you're hungry and you want this so badly, it takes courage, and you have that in you. You have that courage to do this. You just have to get your ducks in a row, like I did. You know, not go all in with it. You know, it's a bad thing when you go all in and then you get frustrated and the whole diet thing gets overwhelming, and it's not good. So yeah, I hope this you find this video helpful to you in your journey. I mean, I'm on a journey to lose 60 pounds, and I'm here to hopefully inspire people, and that is my main goal. So yeah, you guys have a great day. See you later. Bye.